Whether you've been in the gym for a while or are just starting out at 40, it might get frustrating to see gains coming in slower than before, especially when compared to people half your age. But it doesn't have to be that way. In this video, I'll be going over 7 reasons why you're not building muscle, and more importantly, how to overcome them, make better progress in your muscle building endeavors, and build the physique you've been working so hard to achieve. So without further ado, let's jump right in. Reason number 1, you're not tracking your lifts. This is easily overlooked, especially if you're a busy guy who just wants to get a workout done after work and then head home. You go to the gym, pick a random weight, do your usual sets and reps, then leave. While there's nothing wrong with exercising to maintain a healthy body, your goal is to build muscle, and that requires a little bit more effort. An important principle when it comes to training itself and the achievement of your physique goals is progressive overload. I cannot stress this enough. The principle of progressive overload states that you should gradually increase the weight you lift over time. This can be done by simply writing down the weights you use for a given exercise and taking note of how many reps you were able to perform. Then, for the next session targeting the same muscle group, add 5 to 10 pounds depending on the exercise and shoot for the same number of reps. This method has been shown to be effective in enhancing strength and growth adaptations. Another simple and effective progression model I like to recommend is known as double progression. The way it works is quite simple. If the workout prescribes a rep range of 8 to 12, your goal is to complete each set for the maximum number of reps, which in this example is 12. Once you're able to complete every set for the maximum number of reps, then and only then you'll increase the weight slightly and repeat. Not only does this ensure that you're pushing hard enough to stimulate new muscle growth, but having these small goals set for each gym session will likely increase your motivation to train. Number 2, you're not pushing hard enough. For most people, they end their set when they've reached their prescribed rep range. In a lot of cases, guys are ending their set with 3, 4, or even 5 solid reps left in the tank. But here's the thing, your chosen rep range should be the number of repetitions needed for you to achieve failure, or at least close to it. In other words, your last rep should be difficult to complete due to muscular fatigue. That said, rep ranges should not be arbitrary numbers you set and follow without any parameters. The reason I recommend pushing this hard is because training to or close to failure helps you create stimulating reps, the most important reps for muscle growth. Stimulating reps are when your muscles experience high levels of activation with low contraction speeds, thus producing mechanical tension, the most significant, if not the only, driver for muscle growth. Applied to training, this is when you're grinding out reps towards the end of the set. Keep in mind, however, that older adults may experience slower post-exercise recovery. Not only that, but since fatigue may be higher when training close to failure, it might be a good idea to rest a little longer between sets. So, while I don't advise going to absolute failure on every set, I do recommend you train in close proximity to failure with around 1 to 2 reps in reserve. This way, you stimulate the muscles enough to grow without risking overtraining, and that, to me, is a win-win. Reason number 3, you're not mixing it up. Another reason why you're not building muscle is that you've been performing the same exercises throughout your entire lifting career. If that's the case, it may be time to swap out some of your traditional old-school exercises for something more efficient and effective. At the very least, maybe you need to add more movements to your exercise selection. Ultimately, the goal of varying exercises is applying anatomical and biomechanical consideration so that exercise selection is not simply a collection of diverse exercises, but rather a cohesive, integrated strategy designed to target the entire musculature. There are 2 sides to this coin. On one side, doing more of the same exercises that provide the same stimulus, such as doing a flat barbell bench press and a flat dumbbell bench press after, is counterproductive. On the flip side, however, doing a different exercise every time for the same body part does not give your muscles the time to adapt. According to this systematic review, both of these approaches may actually hinder muscular adaptations. So here's what I recommend. Number 1, choose exercises that target different regions of a muscle group. For example, one study comparing squats and leg extensions, which are exercises that target the quads, showed that the squat achieved high levels of activation in the vastus lateralis and vastus medialis, while the leg extension was shown to recruit more of the rectus femoris. So having both exercises in the same workout would be more optimal. And number 2, choose exercises that stimulate the muscle better. A simple example of this would be swapping out dumbbell lateral raises for cable lateral raises. Because the cable variation provides constant tension throughout the entirety of the exercise, the mid-delts would get better stimulation than they would with dumbbells. Reason number 4, you're program hopping. Constantly switching from one workout program to another makes it far harder to adapt and progress. You see, the body needs time to adjust to the stress and demands of a particular workout program before you can see results. When you switch programs too quickly, the body never has a chance to fully adapt, leading to a lack of progress and muscle growth. Consistency is important not only in terms of following a workout program, but also in terms of gradually increasing intensity and resistance over time. If you're constantly jumping from one program to the next, you're not allowing for this gradual progression to occur, resulting in more frequent muscle building plateaus. Not only that, but if you're constantly switching from one program to another, it can be difficult to determine what is working and what is not. It becomes challenging to focus on specific muscle groups or to track progress as you're always starting over with a new program. This can lead to a lack of motivation and a lack of focus on your overall muscle building goals. Consistency, gradual progression, and focus are key to building muscle and achieving your fitness goals. Stick to a well-designed workout program, track your progress, and be patient. Reason number 5, you're not eating enough. In order to build muscle, your body needs energy, which is provided by the calories you consume. If you're not consuming enough calories, your body will not have the energy necessary to repair and grow. Additionally, aging men often experience a decrease in testosterone levels, so it becomes even more important to support muscle growth through proper nutrition. Consuming enough calories and a balanced mix of macronutrients, including protein, complex carbs, and healthy fats, is essential for building muscle. To keep things simple, I recommend eating about 250 calories above maintenance. This will ensure you're in a calorie surplus, eating enough to support muscle growth while not eating so much that you're accumulating excess fat. Reason number 6, you need more protein. As you may know, failing to consume enough protein can be detrimental because protein is the building block of muscle tissue. What you might not know, however, is that as we age, we experience something called anabolic resistance. Anabolic resistance is the blunted stimulation of muscle protein synthesis rates to common anabolic stimuli in skeletal muscle tissue, such as dietary protein and exercise. This could mean that your body is not experiencing the same magnitude of positive muscle building effects of an adequate protein diet the way it used to. The good news is the solution is quite simple. Eat more protein. One study published in the British Journal of Nutrition found that older adults have a better anabolic response to exercise when they consumed more grams of protein post-workout. The more protein they consumed, the higher the increase seen in muscle protein synthesis. Anabolic resistance makes it more challenging for the body to build muscle, so it becomes even more important to consume enough protein to support muscle growth. So if you're currently consuming 1 gram of protein per pound of body weight per day, increasing your daily protein intake incrementally can help support muscle growth and counteract the effects of anabolic resistance. Reason number 7, you're not recovering. Your anabolic muscle building response to training as you age tends to wane. Thus, improvements in muscle size, strength, and function are blunted. And besides this diminished muscle recovery capacity, you may also have reduced neuromuscular function. In training, these age-related factors have 2 implications. First, your anabolic responses are slower, so you might need more recovery time between workouts. And second, your ability to recover between sets, which is meant to let the nervous system recover from fatigue, is impaired, so you might need to rest a little longer. To put it simply, as we age, we need more rest. That said, I recommend increasing the time you rest between sets by 1 to 2 minutes. For example, if you're currently resting for 2 minutes in between sets, aim for 3 to 4 minutes instead. This will allow your nervous system and your creatine stores to fully recover. Another rule of thumb for ensuring adequate recovery is wait at least 2 days before hitting the same muscle group again. Remember, rest and recovery at our age is as, if not more important than the training itself. In conclusion, these are some of the biggest reasons why you may not be building muscle as fast as possible. By making modifications to your workout routine, nutrition, and recovery, you can overcome these challenges and start making progress once again. Remember, building muscle is a gradual process, so remain patient and persistent in your efforts. Did you find this video helpful? If so, click the like button below, as it'll truly help out the channel. Also, if you're training consistently and your nutrition is in order, yet you're failing to see noticeable results, check out our science-based recovery stack. With Pitch Black and Maxed Out, you'll have your post-workout needs covered with clinically dosed products proven to improve sleep quality, enhance recovery, and increase muscle and strength. And right now, you can get 25% off your entire order. Just head over to musclemonsters.com/supplements or click the link in the description below and use the coupon code MONSTER at checkout. And if you're enjoying the content and want to support the channel, all we ask is that you click the subscribe button and turn on post notifications so you don't miss another video. Peace.